As AI is progressing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, the opportunities within the space are also improving. One of the things which I believe is one of the best ways AI can help with personal productivity, especially in business, is this new thing called GPT, which was launched in November 2023 and has actually changed the game for a lot of people. Not only it is a, if you may call it a mini app, and I'll explain that in a second, but also it is one of the most impressive ways to code anything. It doesn't require Python or C plus or all these other confusing languages, but just English to program all your apps. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the YouTube video. Today it is about GPTs and how can it really help you with productivity. So AI helping you with personal productivity on a daily, hourly, minute by minute basis perhaps. It is the most impressive tool I've come across recently. So let's dive right into it and show you how can you use it to help yourself build one of the most amazing, impressive productivity hacks I have come across in the recent days, weeks, and months. In order to use this tool, you need to be subscribed to the ChatGPT Plus or Enterprise customer. So it's not available for free users, but it's definitely worth spending that money. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you an example of how can you use GPT to make you super productive using AI. The first thing you would do is go to Explore and then click on create a GPT. As you've seen, I've already done a few GPTs for us. And today, just to kind of show you an example, I'm going to sort of build something which is fairly easy, but will add a lot of sense for it. So example, say you are in a company which does custom images for your websites, or you require custom text, for example, for your content for your email. Today, I'm going to show you how to use custom images. So your design, your style, in every image you create every time. It is phenomenal. I just used this the other day and I saw that my productivity has gone up. And not only it's gone up for me, for the entire company, because now this GPT, which is a mini application, and just to explain that a little better, GPTs are effectively mini applications sitting inside your ChatGPT, which you can share with other ChatGPT users as well. So for example, you build this tool, you want to share with other ChatGPT users so that all of you can use the same tool. A bit like a iPhone application, an Android application, which you can use with anybody else. This is where this comes in. And it is so bloody good. I'm impressed that people are not talking about it more because it is absolutely the quickest way to make your life easier. If you have built a few GPTs for you and your company, you can then make your life much easier. In this example, I'm going to talk about how to create images, custom images, every time for, say, your email, your website, for your content, just for yourself, maybe for your family, maybe for your class, maybe for your school. All these can be done very easy through GPT. So I'm going to take an example and I'm going to show you how this is done, and you'll see that it makes your life so much more productive and easy. So for my image style, I'm looking for something which is unique, and I found an image which I think is really interesting. So I'm just going to open it up. So I want all my company images to look a little bit like this, a sort of a abstract art, you might call it, but I don't even know what this is called. So let's first do this. Let's go to ChatGPT and ask it, what kind of image is this? And write a brief for this image style. So here's my prompt, and I must say this wrote this prompt very quickly, but can be improved. For the uploaded image, which we'll upload in a second, please create a brief for creating this sort of images. I will like the brief such that I can enter it into ChatGPT and can produce this image style for any image title I enter. Good to kind of improve and change the spelling. Okay. Now I upload the image. Right, so I've selected the image. I click on open. Now the image has been added here to my ChatGPT. I'll upload it now. and I'll wait for ChatGPT to kind of give me the design style and brief for it. It's starting to do that for me already. As you see, this has now created for me the actual brief, which I can enter every time. So I know now how to create these images very easily. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this information, and I'm going to put that into my GPT creation. So here's what I'm going to say. I would like to create a GPT which creates images of with my company image style, and this is the brief of of what my company image looks like. And I just copy paste that what I just did earlier. Obviously, I'll correct any of the spellings I made mistakes on. But anyway, ChatGPT is so good at this that it will actually find information and get the right answer. So I've done that already. I'm going to enter this now. And the beauty of all this is that it can take very quickly the information. And actually, you can see here it's how to build a GPT for you in seconds. What would taken you, perhaps taken us, maybe hours, maybe days, maybe weeks of content creation or app creation now can be done in seconds. So no need to code it, no need to configure it. It will then create for you. Now it adds this for you, and boom, it's now giving you the it's giving you title as well. So I'll say not really this. I just want to call it company X image creation. So it's actually asked us what we're going to call this app. I'm going to call it company X image creation, and then it's going to go ahead and generate an image profile image for us. So actually have a picture which can go into the design or the icon, as it were, of this app, this mini app. So it does that for you as well. Imagine all this stuff which would have taken us days, weeks, months to kind of create, it will be done by ChatGPT with just instructing it in pure English, as simple as. Right, so now it's going to give us now a image. Actually, it's very nice. So yes, this is great. And then what is going to happen next is going to ask more questions to make sure it can knows how to communicate with us in this. So we'll just go through all this stuff right now while it's updating all this information. While it's doing that, it's asking us if we want to some subjects or concepts that we created, and now we're going to say now let's talk about the GPT and should avoid. So it's doing all that information creation for us, makes life much easier, and we can actually instruct it to be, what we should avoid, what we should create or not create. But as you can see, it's really good at asking you questions. So you don't have to do the thinking; it'll do the thinking for you. That's why AI has intelligence as the most important part of its way it behaves. So okay, so it's asking us for term guidelines, and it's still updating it for us. I think we have given it kind of a good enough brief, so it doesn't require us to kind of fill it in. And what's good is that once you create this GPT, you can still edit it further as well. So it's not set in stone. There's one thing I'm going to change very quickly once it's all finished and ready. So it's asking a lot of questions. It can actually fill the answers by itself. And now it's asking us to be friendly, create whimsical ethereal images in a specific watercolor, grayscale style with pops of yellow. Will handle the request within the defined artistical style, clarifying the aligned user request, the company's visual identity. Would you like to test Company X in the playground? So this is the playground over here. What I'll do is this bits over here called communication starter. This is what allows you can click on them and start it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just configure it such that what it does is that it will create an image for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the other options off. I'll be a little bright the light as well and say please create an image for me. And as you can see here, which is the most impressive part of this app, is that it can do real web browsing, can do image generation and code interpretation. Basically means that it can actually not only write, create stuff, but also like look at complex mathematics, for example, or use Python to update images as well. This is really good. I'm gonna now save it, and I'm gonna allow people only with a link to kind of do it and confirm it, so it can be created. And I'm gonna then test this out a little bit as well. So there you go. That's the first part of the tool ready. I click on this. Please create an image for me, and so it's asking me, it will do all these different things for me, and it will ask me for, please create an image with the theme of company X posing in front of a building. So that's my brief to ChatGPT, and we'll then wait for it to go ahead and create that image for us. So as I enter the prompt, it has now starting to narrate what it's going to do for us, and now it's creating that image for us. So super simple. This is an app creation. If you wanted to make this app even better, in the prompt, we can also say, please create an image for me using the following description. And then the next thing it'll ask you is the description itself. So the prompt you create, the image, the contents starter you create, or the conversation starter you create, can actually be very helpful. So when you click that button, you can at that point prompt it to ask you questions as well. It can also be configured into the programming part as well. Right, so there you go. It has created for us an image. Now, the beautiful part of all of this is that going forward, our teams will not have to enter the prompt every time. They have an app, they go there, they click on the application, because I can share this application with anybody I want in my team using a URL, or publicly share this for example. And then what I can do is I can also improve this image as well. So this image is not done there. I can say, for example, recreate the image and reduce the number of people in the team. Now I will recreate the image for me, and it can also reduce the number of people in the team. So as you can see, this tool is very powerful. It can really create for us and make our life easier. I've just shown you how to create an image for your team, which is a complex process. It will take, again, days and weeks to kind of brief that in, create using a real artist. Now this can be done using ChatGPT tools, but also make it so simple that anybody can use it and don't have to enter any prompts. Just go there and enter the. So there you go. Less team members there, company logo there. It can now be used for different purposes, but you can see how useful this is. If you found this useful as well, if you found this helpful and you need other tips and ideas like this, please click on the subscribe button, the like button. I believe this is a very, very essential way we can integrate ChatGPT and AI into our lives. So I hope you found this useful, and look forward to your comments and thoughts soon on the video. Take care of yourself and keep clicking on these AIs. This is the future for all of us. Thank you.